What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with the new Legendary Modern decks, which is an absolutely awesome set that has been printed, tons of awesome reprints and things like that, absolutely going to impact the market and things like that. And I want to make you aware of that, and make sure you stick around towards the end so I can talk about a card that has become incredibly cheap that you are going to want to pick up right now. But dang, let me tell you guys, this Legendary Modern deck's super cool. Right now, $27.56 for that. I'm doubting there's shipping on it. Let's go take a look at this real quick. I might have to close out something or the other in order for this to work here. But yeah, let me leave my store and let's take a look at the price here. On these $27.56, shipping included, that is below what you'd pay at the store. Like if you went to Walmart, Target, you'd be about $30, but you get 3 decks inside of it. And there's a lot of awesome cards in here, as well as Starlight Rare rarities of a lot of cool cards like Reinforcement of the Armies, which is one of the cards we're going to talk about today. But it was Sky Strikers, Mitsurugi, and X Sabers that were all printed in this. Lots of good X Saber reprints. There's a couple commons that were originally a little bit expensive and things like that. But also there's tons of alternate arts. I kind of wish I could show you guys the arts of a lot of these, but that'll be loaded shortly. It is very brand new, fresh on the market here. But yeah, Sky Striker, Ace Camellia, Starlight Rare, $225, which is absolutely crazy to see that price on these cards. Like if you open this up and get a Starlight Rare, you're gonna make a little bit of money off of that. Mitsurugi is also a really good deck. It was really good in the past and even still sees plays now. And with the new Sky Striker cards, that could be really good in Genesis at least, or as well in the actual modern format and things like that. But just do be aware of how awesome this is and get your hands on it. I definitely recommend it. It comes with all the Mulcharmies, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous String, Triple Tactics Talent, and Thrust, I believe, SP Little Knight. Like, there are just so many awesome cards in the set, and definitely affordable and things like that. I do want to take a moment just to look at some of the Mulcharmies. Obviously, the Quarter Century Secret Rares out of the main sets are still going to be fairly expensive, as well as the collectors and things like that, but they were already printed as commons in the Legendary 5Ds deck, and Mulcharmy Muals here from that is only $1.77 to $2, which is absolutely insane. Perulia is only $5.25, and Flulos, which is one I would probably play the most, is only $5.98. But here's what's going to happen, guys. With the new Legendary Modern decks and so many people cracking them and selling them and things like that, I can almost guarantee a buck and a duck that those will get down to the $350 range there, and that is when I am personally going to be scooping up myself a playset of Mulcharmy Follows, because I definitely need that. But right now it's $922 or $992 from the Legendary 5Ds deck and $598 on the Legendary Modern deck. So just keep your eyes peeled on the prices of the Mulcharmies, because these are awesome cards for draw power in the modern format. It's like the Maxi of the modern day, just a little bit less broken. And so do keep your eyes peeled for that. I just want to take 1 second, guys, and talk about the channel sponsor, aka me. I sell a TCG player. These are some of my products that are available for sale. There's a link for my channel, or a link for my store in the channel description, as well as video descriptions. If you want to get yourself something shiny and help support the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Take a look at what I have for sale there. And if you are a seller, go ahead and take a look at my consulting business offer that I have for you guys. If you sell on TCG player, I can help you move your inventory quicker and do the work for you that you don't have to for a small fee, of course. There's a link for this in the channel description, as well as the video description, and an email in the brochure to help you guys with that. All right, moving on then, past the Mulcharmies. I want to talk about Reinforcements of the Army for just a second here, guys. This is the most expensive one listed on TCG Player here by market price, the Ultra Pharaoh's Rare out of Magnificent Mavens, which is a very interesting set, very interesting rarity. It's got like hieroglyphics on it and things like that, as well as the Secret Pharaoh's Rare. But these are very expensive. There's only 6 listings for this. And some of them aren't even in English here. English near mint first edition, $320. And I don't know if the Starlight Rare is going to impact the price on this, but do pay attention to the price of this card, as well as some of the other expensive copies of Reinforcement of the Army, because as of right now, this is the second most expensive, and people might flock to this because it's a little bit more modern and shiny. And so pay attention to your favorite copy of Reinforcement of the Army, because it will probably get more affordable here as time goes on. Whether that's, Platinum Secret, Gold Rare, Secret Rare, there's tons and tons of printings of this, but only one of them can be your favorite, or 2 can be your favorites at the same time. So just pay attention to the price of Reinforcement of the Army, as this will probably be impacted by the Starlight Rare reprint and people flocking to that. Obviously, this is like early release date and stuff like that for this. There's only 4 listings, so with time, we'll see what the price will be. That it could go down to 70, 80 bucks and stuff like that, but then slowly go back and things like that. So just do pay attention to reinforcement of the army, so especially some of the high dollar ones. Sky Strikers, though, especially the new Sky Striker cards that came out in Duelist Advance, have kind of been hit, in a sense, by this structure deck because they were reprinted. Sky Striker Special Maneuver Lionsgate, which did come as an Ultra Rare, as well as a Starlight Rare in Duelist Advance, was reprinted in the set and hasn't been like a full year and things like that. So do pay attention. I know that there's some sales going on here. 2 sales today, a bunch yesterday, probably at the news, $60 range. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this price go down a little bit and things like that with the reprint, just because it's a more affordable option. People are going to go to that. People are going to want to sell this still if they pull it, if they're opening it. And so pay attention to the Starlight Rare reprint of this. The Ultra already wasn't worth a whole lot, and I think this one has seen a considerable number of sales. Yeah, in comparison, almost play sets, some singles selling for about $2.98, $1.50. Right now, $1.75 near mint, only one, and it quickly goes up to 2. But do pay attention to these prices because they could get a lot more affordable as the impact of the Legendary Modern Decks reprint impacts the market. I will say, given that it is not a set, like people are opening booster boxes of it, but as a deck, might not have that big of an impact, but definitely will have an impact. And so just keep a measured response in your mind as you think of that. Another huge reprint inside the Legendary Modern deck is the Sky Striker Ace Zero. There's a Starlight Rare out of Duelist Advance, as well as a Secret Rare. Secret Rare Near Mint First Edition. Has some sales today, a considerable number of sales actually. It looks like some people are scooping it up for a little bit cheaper, and then the market's moving back up here. $18, $17.68, shipping and things like that. This could go down as well. It already has a slight downward spike on the graph, and if I loaded in my account, things like that, we probably could see some cheaper sales, maybe at the $16 market, things like that. But do keep your eyes peeled on this because this will get more affordable. And there is going to be a full art Yu-Gi-Oh card featuring this card art on it pretty soon, coming to the United States. And so the Sky Strikers are probably going to get a little more popular, especially since it's almost a waifu archetype, like almost. I mean, she's got armor and stuff like that, but it's still a chick. So do be aware of that. And keep your eyes peeled for that. The Starlight Rare, I don't think has had much of a decrease in price yet. It's here, Near Mint First Edition, $193.89. And we had some going for $200. Yeah, so this is actually seeing a slight downward spike due to the Legendary Modern decks, because I am assuming, I know that she's printed as a common. I don't know if she's printed as any other rarity in this deck. I believe she's just printed as a common. The Sky Striker Ace Zero here, common printing, absolutely going to drive the price down on the higher ones, because that's just how it works with reprints and things like that. And we can already see that happening. Not a whole lot, obviously. It's not like 50% off, price and things like that. But just do be aware of the Starlight Rare, as well as the Secret Rare, and the price for this card, as well as other Sky Striker cards, whether they be solo prints and things like that, could become more expensive because of the new hype around them and things like that. And ones that have been reprinted in the deck will probably go down in price. I know that the Ultimate Rare Sky Striker cards have become a little bit expensive in this time period here. This one's gone up a little bit. I know the Sky Striker Ace Ray, the alternate art, the Ulti Kagari has gone up quite a bit. Obviously, it is from OTS tournament packs, so not many of them are pulled, and the quality can be kind of poor. And so the Near Mint First Editions are probably a little bit rare. Near Mint First Edition, only 16 listings at this point. These are all foreigns and not even, ultimate rare. Near Mint Unlimiteds, which this only comes in, 106 up to $159. That is quite a price jump. So make sure if you have some of those that you want to sell, list them at $149, $155 or something, and they will probably go as soon as this one sells out. So do be aware of these things, guys. Let me know what you think of the Legendary Modern decks in the comments down below. Please subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next Market Watch video.